Hi there, it's Lucy Brand here, and it's good to be back. I just wanted to mention I'm sorry that I haven't really done a Facebook Live for about 7 or 8 weeks, I think, but I've just been kind of going inwards and just working out where I wanted to go with my business and things like that basically, and I've just really enjoyed it. I really enjoy me time and just going inwards and focusing, so kind of just staying away from other distractions so I can really tune in to what I desire and want from life. But now I feel ready, I'm really focused, and so I'm back in the Facebook Live world. And as usual, I've got some stories and experiences that I would like to share with you, and hopefully they will help in some way. So one thing that I wanted to share with you today, I think it's quite relevant because at the moment there's a lot of, well, I've been seeing a lot of negativity in the world, and there's quite a lot of things that are happening that aren't very good or aren't very positive. And that can sometimes lead to your own thoughts just spiraling and spiraling and spiraling in a negative way, which isn't very good for you, because as I've mentioned in other Facebook Lives, it's all about keeping your vibration high. And also, it doesn't mean that you're not empathic or compassionate or loving. It's just about retaining your high vibration. So this is from personal experience. Several years ago, I was really not in a great place, and I would find that my thoughts would spiral quite badly into just negative things, beating myself up, and all these thoughts of I'm not good enough and all that kind of junk. So what I did, I think I actually learned this but adapted it, but I think I actually read this in The Secret. I'm not really sure because I can't remember because it was quite a while ago. So what I do is every time that hi Natalie, every time I kind of feel that my thoughts are spiraling or I catch myself, or my other trigger, because I live by the sea, there's a lot of seagulls. So every time I hear a seagull, I stop myself and think, what am I thinking? And that just breaks the pattern, because even now, and I love my life, I'm in an amazing place, I'm just like, I'm just so grateful for everything and happy in my life. But even still now, when my vibration tends to be very good, very positive, I find that sometimes my thoughts can just spiral off. I'm like, why am I having such negative thoughts? So every time I hear a seagull, I stop myself and I'm like, what am I thinking? But the other way I do this is I stop, when I hear a seagull, I stop and think about what I'm thinking, but I also play, do you know the Pixies song, Where Is My Mind? So in the intro to that, it actually says stop, and then I'm not going to hum it or sing it, but if you know the song, you'll know what I'm trying to say. So I hear this seagull, and then instantly that record, the Pixies record of Where Is My Mind, and that stop plays in my mind. And then I just think, what am I thinking about? And if it is negative, if it is, and I check in with myself, I'm like, oh, so if I'm having negative thoughts about something going on, and then I check in with how my vibe is, and I'm like, oh, actually, it's quite low, it's not very high vibe at the moment. And it could be something like the weather's really rubbish today, or anything like that. It doesn't have to be some big thing, and I just feel into that, and it makes me feel a bit like, oh, I can't be bothered, or any thoughts like that. So what I do, when I first started out and I really wasn't in a very good place, I had just one positive thought, but it wasn't from like visioning at that time, because I just wasn't in a place where I could vision positivity for the future. So I wasn't in a place where I thought I would be like, yeah, life's amazing, I'm so happy. So I would have to draw on an experience that I had. So for me at the time, it was thinking about my relationship with my husband and how amazing it was and how much love there was there. And that would just lift me up of any negative thoughts I was thinking. It would stop the pattern, and I would just really feel in my body just that positivity, and then I would carry on again. But in the beginning, when I started doing this, honestly, I had to do it so many times because I was just really not in a very good place. So now I am in a very good place, but I still have to do it, and I still keep to the seagulls. So if I hear the seagulls, I do catch myself. But if it's negative now, I actually have a focus of where I want to be. So I've felt into a vision. I have my own goals within my business and my personal goals. So I kind of have 3 goals that I switch between now. And so when I hear a seagull, and if I'm thinking negative, I hear the Pixies song, and if I'm thinking negative, I just have these 3 goals that I can just instantly put in the place of this negativity, and then it raises my vibration and I get really excited. I'm like, oh yes, because where I am now, I know that I can achieve those goals and what I desire. Whereas back then, several years ago, I couldn't vision that far. I just had to have an experience that I'd had before. And it just works wonders, because then also if you're in a good place now where you can vision your goals and feel your goals and actually know that you can achieve them, then if you switch to a positive one, your mind kind of works out solutions to problems, or you might find that you get inspiration or creative solutions, because you could be in a totally random place, not at your office or not at wherever you work. You could be out and about, and for me, I could hear a seagull while I'm cycling along or something, and I'm like, oh, okay, what am I thinking? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm really excited about this project. And I'm just wondering about, oh yeah, I could try that way. I've not thought of that before. So it's a really good way to interrupt your thought patterns if they are negative, but also give you inspiration or creativity, because you're not necessarily sat down going, oh, I'm going to focus on this. Although I do believe in monofocus, where I do switch everything off for at least 1 or 2 hours a day, and I just focus on something that I need to do. I think that's really important. But then you need to, you can't sustain that, basically. We all need to kind of, our brains do wander. So yeah, that was just what I wanted to share with you today, and I found that to be really helpful, whether I was in a very dark place, which I was several years ago, or where I am now, where I'm in an amazing place, where I'm just very grateful and I love my life. I still use that technique to help me through my day and keep my thoughts positive and happy, and also keep me focused on my goals. So if my thoughts go off negative and then I bring them back to my positive goals, the more that I'm consistent with my thoughts of achieving those goals, the more likely they are going to happen, because the universe loves consistency and clarity. Okay, well, thanks ever so much for watching. Like I said, I feel I'm back now and more focused, so I hope to continue doing about 2 Facebook Lives a week, just sharing stories and experiences and tips I have for living a more fulfilled and happy life. Okay, wishing you a lovely rest of the afternoon. Lots of love. Bye.